Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Footy Arm for another AFL draft podcast. Here in beautiful Northam today. I'd call it God's country, but God has abandoned this place. I'm here with Aiden, Drisco, and Coen Livingstone. Boys, how are we?
Yeah, good, Aiden. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good, mate. I'm good.
That's good to hear. Now, first and foremost, obviously both Avon Valley boys. That's God's country, really. It just doesn't get better than the Avon Valley. There was a bit of a feud or a rivalry, I guess, in the group chat leading into this. First and foremost, Aiden, can you tell us a bit about Northam? Stitched up a few AFL players this town. Just tell us a few of the nice things about life in Northam.
So there's a lot to do in Northam. No, there's not too much to do. Bit of footy. It's like any country town, to be honest. There's just lots of sporty kids, and you grow up just playing sport, basically, and there's a good rec centre, good aquatic centre, and that's, to be honest, about it. Got a few fast food restaurants.
Yeah, when did the Maccas get here?
A long time ago. It's been good.
This is a big country town.
Yeah.
Is there a Maccas in York?
Nah.
That's so tough.
We're kind of all natural, so
yeah.
our town's a bit skinny.
Newman's Bakery for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Coen, as we were saying, York boy, a few less AFL players than Northam. You got Zach Fisher, Chance Bateman.
I reckon that's about it.
Coen Livingstone in, a week's time, fingers crossed. But you claim it's a much nicer town than Northam. Can you tell us about York?
Yeah, I think it's a bit nicer. Definitely people-wise. But
yeah, it's true.
I don't know. It's just, a lot nicer, I reckon.
Yeah.
Not much to say, really.
If it was like, I don't know, so you were like 15, both of you, and, it was a Friday night, got nothing on, what are you doing?
Roam the streets of Northam. Run up and down the street. Get in the trolleys, push each other down the hills.
That's so bum. I used to be big on BMXs and stuff, so I used to head out and, I don't know, give myself concussions and whatever, falling off the bikes. But, yeah, we used to go down Mount Brown and whatever, and there's a few tracks down there, so.
Right, okay. Now, you both lived in Perth as of late, boarded, and then moved to, I guess you didn't move to Perth, but have boarded in Perth this year, and you moved to Perth this year after boarding there. So tell us about, how often you get home and how you found moving out at such a young age, both of you.
Yeah, well, boarded at Wesley, obviously, for the past 2 years, and I just kind of wanted to move from Northam. There's not much here, and it's better, closer for footy. And you get recruiters there, and everything's much better in Perth. So just moved there for a little bit, and I got home whenever I could. Rarely though, when I saw the girlfriend a bit, but got home whenever I could, probably once every month maybe.
Yeah. Colin?
Yeah, I kind of love boarding, so I thought I might as well move to Perth, especially for footy and all my other commitments. So it's helped heaps. So. Probably get home every now and then. I've been home a fair bit. I've been working with Dad, so I've been doing air conditioning and fridges and stuff. So, I'm back here a little bit.
How have you found that?
Yeah, it's been all right. I don't mind it. Dad hates it, but it's been pretty fun.
Yeah. What are you doing? Like just
cleaning the aircons, like servicing. I did a meat fridge in York the other day, York IGA actually. Yeah. And it was filthy. Like I was picking up this sludge and it was like black and it smelled
like in the fridge?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's disgusting. They haven't cleaned it for like 10 years.
So he shouldn't be going to York IGA.
Classic York.
I'm putting that one off the bucket list. Is there an IGA here in Northam?
There's a Coles and a Woolies. And a Spud Shed, even better.
Oh, there's a Spud Shed?
There's a Spud Shed, yeah.
That's... York's losing its points. Wait, but is there an IGA?
No, there's no IGA. They got us there.
There is a Spud Shed, though, so that's pretty huge. And there's Newman's Bakeries at both Northam and York. Never heard of Northam's Newman's Bakery. Does it compare at all to York? Which one's better?
I think Northam used to be better, but I think the family that owned it kind of moved, and then they got new owners, and then it kind of went downhill a little bit. But I think York's got us now. Yeah.
Did you used to work at Newen Bakery?
Nah.
Oh.
That's just a myth.
That's a myth?
Nah, I never did. Only IGA, that was me. And the pool, actually, lifeguarding. So.
Okay. Yeah. Just running that place. Now, family connections, you both got them. Colin, I'll start with yours. Chance Bateman is your cousin.
Yeah. Well, he's a cousin, but call him uncle.
Yeah, what's it's on your mum's side?
Yeah, mum's cousin. So.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I've got the same on my side, and you just call them uncle. Yeah. But they're technically a second cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get you. What kind of relationship do you two have, and I guess specifically regarding footy?
We have a little bit just, based on footy, I guess, because he's at West Coast and, I don't know, like NGA and whatever. So he speaks to Dad. They're pretty good mates. So, I haven't seen him too much recently, but yeah, pretty close, I'd say.
Yeah, and speaking of the NGA, you're a part of the high performance program there. What does that actually? I was talking to Oscar about it.
Yeah.
What does it actually look like? Who was there, and how often were you there?
I think we did about 6 or 7 sessions throughout the year, like just nutrition, professionalism. We also got to do a game day thing. That was pretty good. So
Like with the actual AFL Eagles?
yeah, we got to go in the room. So yeah,
Just sort of stand there awkwardly?
yeah, stand there, Nat greeted us very
Yeah.
awkwardly.
Did you
but
put it on the Snapchat story?
nah, I'm not one of those guys. He's like,
Yeah. Have you ever done that when you're at Drizzy's games or Drizzy Sammy's games?
No, I actually haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't, to be fair.
Yeah, not even
I
like.
want to, though.
Yeah, no,
definitely do.
well, I mean, if you're both there, it'd be a bit weird. Like if you're both on the list. And speaking of, Drizzy Junior, I guess, third in line to the family throne at the top.
Got a lot on my shoulders.
Yeah, no, Nathan and Emma both said you're the best years ago in the family. Is that still true today?
No, I think Nathan is
Yeah.
still, personally. Obviously, he's there. I'm not there yet.
Who's got it out of you and Emma then?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
she sucks. Nah. She actually had her best season this year. I'm backing her for BNF for Freo. So
Yeah, she's actually pretty
she's really
scary.
good. Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you were to go one-on-one with her,
I wouldn't
Coen
want
would
to
probably
fight her.
be fine because he's got 20 centimetres
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
Like,
No, but
I'd
to be
pretty
fair,
terrified.
she was always on the taller opponent, and
Yeah.
she won most of the battles. So
Yeah, no,
She
it
played
does
very
look.
well.
Do you have that like vicious dog in you like she does?
yeah, I got the dog in me, the northern dog in me.
I would not want to go near that dog. That thing's got rabies. Would you say, as a result of that, you've had more interaction with the Dockers than other clubs? Like, I guess within the club, like I don't know if you've done any training or been to any like sort of behind the scenes stuff with the Dockers.
Yeah, well, I've definitely seen a lot more of like the club. I've been to Coburn, watched Nathan and Emma train a little bit more. Nathan, because we're a bit closer, but yeah, it's I've definitely seen the club more than any other club, you know what I mean, because I get to go to the games, obviously get free tickets, and I love that.
Yeah.
Just take it on board.
Are they good tickets?
Yeah, decent. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really good. All the parents and stuff sit together, so it's really good.
Yeah. And I guess when you do, I assume you've had a meeting with the Dockers then regarding your draft.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
How often is it brought up there? I imagine not constantly, but like what do they say about the family relation?
Well, they talk about it a little bit, not too much, but yeah, obviously because they're both there, they talk about Nathan a bit, but that's fair enough. But yeah, it's not too much.
Yeah. Now, both PSA boys, both borders, as we mentioned. Coen, start with you. I probably should have remembered this first and foremost, but you went to Scotch.
yeah.
Come on. And raking in the big cups there. Yeah. Tell me about, how many? Was it 3?
No, only 1, 2, but
Oh.
4 in a row.
Four in a row.
Didn't win 4.
Yeah.
It's better
No,
than 0.
that is crazy. 4 in a row makes you think there needs to be like a competition reshuffle or something.
Yeah,
like a couple of
definitely
Scotch
does.
boys need to go on loan to like Guildford Grammar
Yeah,
or something. To
no,
try
Guildford are good.
Are they?
Nah.
Yeah, I didn't think they were. But can you tell me about your time there in relation to footy?
Yeah, it was amazing. Like, I guess the bunch of people I was playing with, unreal. So, still got those friendships through footy. So, yeah, it's a bit interesting when you match up on them, or I guess go against them. It's always a bit of banter, and you don't really want to kill them, but you do it at the same time. So, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, and winning a couple PSAs. Does it feel good anymore once you've won 4 of them, or does it sort of just feel like like getting 100% attendance at school? It's like this is just sort of expected.
Yeah, a little bit, but I think we had the best team, our Year 12 team, based on stats. So
Yeah.
I think a few Scotch boys might be a bit mad because there was a few, I don't know, saying who was better and whatever. But I reckon we'd dominate most.
That's
of them.
actually unbelievably alpha that it gets to a point that you're like comparing yourself to other Scotch teams, not even like other PSA teams. It's just like it's like our only rivals like last year's Scotch side. And Drisco, same to you at Wesley. Not quite as many Alcos there.
A lot more scholarships.
We got second last year.
Yeah, so competitive.
Yeah,
Real,
we were pretty good.
some real ticker.
Yeah.
You guys gave it a red hot crack. Tell me about your time at Wesley in regards to footy.
Yeah, so it was really good the first year. We had obviously Ruben, Will Cass, played like Caleb Smith,
Yeah.
a couple of them in the AFL, and yeah, we just had a really good team, combined really well. But obviously Scotch were better, of course, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They won bloody 2 years before that as well. But we gave it our all, and we only ended up losing 1 game.
so I wasn't playing. So.
Because Coen wasn't playing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we tried our best, and and then this year was completely downhill. We nearly lost to Guildford one game, so it wasn't no good. I think they kicked. How many points did they kick?
Oh, is that the game?
I think they kicked like 24 behind.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Might have been 25, yeah.
That's pretty embarrassing.
It was pretty shocking.
I know a lot of people from Guildford as well, and it's just like, when you hear someone plays like PSA footy, you're like, oh, you must be a good footy player. When I hear it about Guildford Grammar, I'm a bit like, oh, you play footy.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Oscar.
They have a couple of good players come through.
Yeah.
Like Blake Kelly's going to be pretty good. He's a good
I mean, you got to be good to get your older brother in your shadow. So that's pretty impressive from Blake.
That's true.
Now, one question that is entirely unrelated, but I went to a public school, and I remember first time I ever played Wesleyan soccer. I just thought it was amazing that you guys had elevators at school.
Yeah.
Is that the case for both you, and how often do they get used?
Yeah, fair bit. There's a few pretty decent big teachers. So.
So just been like,
That's outrageous.
You're taking the elevators to class. Name the teachers.
I'm not doing that. They used to take them. I don't know. I haven't used them before, so.
I remember I was on like crutches in year 8 and I had to go up the stairs to English, and then someone was like trying to kick my crutches out from behind me. Yeah, like you guys got it good.
They're not nice.
Are you kidding me? Oh, it was my mates. So you know what do you expect? It's
good mates.
Yeah, no, lovely. Who was the best player either of you played with at PSA level?
You go.
Jeez. Probably Elijah.
Hewitt.
Yeah, or luck against or with.
No, with first.
Yeah, definitely Elijah. He was either Elijah or Dan, but Elijah was just a freak. Like he'd just stiff arm people, run off, kick a snag. Like it was crazy.
It was smart to leave Guildford.
Yeah,
you what to do, Driz, yourself?
Yeah, so definitely Ruben.
Yeah.
Ruben Jimmy. He was a freak, hey. He played half back for us, and he played a bit of midfield obviously as well when he needed to, but yeah, he just dominated off that half back. He got so many
How good
marks.
do you have to be to have Ruben at half back? Like you don't even need him in the guts.
Yeah, no.
And you still
so
couldn't
good.
beat Scotch.
Yeah, no.
Like, so. And best player you played against? You can say each other if you really want.
I'll probably go Neil Erasmus. It was a bit the same as Elijah. Like that year, there was just so much hype around him, I guess, and like he pretty much lived up to it every game. Like, or even Gus Sheldrick, they were both like just bulls. Like I remember Neil got me, like I tapped it, I don't know, wherever, and then he picked it up and just palmed me in the throat. So
that's pretty impressive to get to your throat as well.
I should have got it painted.
Yeah.
Hardest would probably be someone like a Bailey Banfield, something like that.
Is he at Scotch?
Yeah, Scotch,
that West Coast father-son boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's pretty good.
Now, in terms of best atmosphere, other than your own schools, which school had the best atmosphere? Because you see, it's not as big as like the APS, but the PSA does still get a good... It's better than the Colts in terms of atmosphere. So which school, other than your own, had the best atmosphere?
Oh, it's close. There was heaps of Scotch all the time. Like there was heaps of boys that came like after school, obviously when there was games on.
Can you blame them? They know they're going to win.
Yeah, no, exactly. But I think Aquinas was pretty good. The scenery there, that was pretty good. There was heaps
nice
of people.
spot.
Yeah, heaps of people in the atmosphere. So yeah, probably Aquinas, I would say.
I reckon either Christchurch or Hale, because Christchurch was pretty much a rival. So I guess there was always a fair bit of people, but. Yeah, I remember that one Hale game was kind of like a final. It was to either us draw the Alco or to win it outright. And I reckon I've got a photo of it, and the whole oval's just like surrounded by.
Yeah, it's got to be nice.
Yeah,
and that's got to
unreal.
feel real good.
I don't know what that feels like.
You get maybe 20, 30 people at Wesley sometimes. It's better than the crowds at Trinity and Grammar, I assume.
That's true.
Now, as far as like the roles you played, was it any different to what we usually see you play in state and Waffle Colts level, or is it pretty much the same for both of you?
Well, for Wesley, I played midfield. Like most of the time at Wesley, I played midfield.
Even when Ruben was there?
Yeah.
So you were keeping Ruben Jinby out of the guts?
Yeah. Well, Caleb Smith was injured at one stage, so while he wasn't in there, I was kind of in there with Will Cass and Phoenix. I forgot his last name.
Oh, that's so stiff.
Phoenix Knight, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, so he was good. He plays for East Freos. Nah, he's a good footballer.
But moral of the story, you kept Ruben Jinby out of the
midfield.
midfield.
I kept him out of the midfield.
That's what we're going
He played everywhere. He played everywhere.
Not surprised. Coen, yourself, was it the same sort of ruck forward ruck for you?
Yeah, pretty much. I think Scotch, it might have been a bit more ruck, but Yeah, definitely the same, I reckon.
Yeah, are the rucks at PSA level? Do you, because even at Waffle Colts, you get some blokes who are just like 190s and some blokes who are like a genuine ruck. Was it like that a bit at PSA level as well?
Well, I think most of the best like PSA ruckmen were usually like one of the better Colts ruckmen. So
yeah,
I guess it kind of evened out a little bit. But yeah, there was some good rucks that came through, but then there was some that would just chuck in. Like I remember one Hale kid, he was like probably would have been a bit taller than you, just.
And you just be licking your lips.
You could just see him making eye contact with you. And I was like, he's going to jab me with a knee. And I just saw him run across. And then I got the free kick, so it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, gee, you'd be licking your lips when you see a bloke like that coming up in the ruck. Now, as far as each other, while we're talking about roles, which player in the AFL would you compare each other to?
Do we have to compare each other?
Yeah, you compare, you say, a player in the AFL Coen's like, and Coen, you say a player in the AFL that Driz is like. Because, I mean, it's easier to say it about yourself. You can just say the best player you want, but I want you guys to compare each other to an AFL player.
Yeah, well, I'd say someone pretty versatile.
Yeah.
Coen's pretty versatile ruck. He's pretty good with the taps, and he can also get a few kicks himself. So, I don't know who to compare him with.
You're crumbling here.
Yeah. This isn't good. You're going to edit this,
of course I'll edit this. We're going to have 5 minutes of just sitting here waiting for you guys to name an AFL player.
I see a little bit of Nick Martin. Like, he can play wing. He's got good run, play forward, so.
Like 15 centimetres shorter, but way quicker.
Let's just say a Nick Nat.
Yeah, okay.
He's pretty versatile.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
That's a big call.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. And Coen, specifically about you, while we're on the topic of roles, when you're playing as like a ruck forward, because they're two quite different roles, is it like tougher to learn? Are you learning one much more than the other when you're doing craft-specific stuff? Yeah,
well, I kind of think at the start of the year, I kind of like, well, not mastered ruck craft, but give me cricket. No, but like I was like definitely more comfortable with ruck craft because I've been doing that since I can remember. But yeah, even my manager Maury and all that, we sat down and kind of said we need to focus on forward craft. So that was a big mentality movement for me throughout the year. So yeah, through the games, I just remember to attack the ball, contest hard, and that was mainly what I could do.
Yeah, and you'd say you're primarily a forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as a forward ruck, you don't have to worry about like the ruck's feelings here like Mitchie Edwards. Does ruckcraft actually take, any skill, or is it really just, throwing your body in and hitting the ball down?
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, some of the taps I reckon I've hit you with. And so I tell you that. So you've got to learn it. Like, definitely soft touch because this ruckman that will just spike it. And then you got some that will do it nice. Mitch's is really good ruckcraft. So
no, I can back him in on that as well. Like I've seen him play like back when he played for Scotch. Like one's out the back and like they just go straight to the player. It's really good. Like it's obviously hard to train for it, and then it would take a lot of work because you do have to have a soft touch. And
what would you rather, Coen? Would you rather like a fairly good contested mark coming out of full forward, or like a really nicely placed tap that the midfielders just run onto and then kicks it to someone in the the goals or someone in full forward, like it got a clearance out of it?
Yeah, I reckon the tap. Like if you hit them flush, it's probably one of the best feelings. I reckon. Yeah, when you're playing footy.
Can't relate. Must be nice. Now, state footy time. I guess. Tell me both about how you're going to reflect on your time with the State Academy, because you were both in there from the summer squad, I believe. Yep, sweet. Yep. Both in there from the summer squad, through to the champs, playing through to the champs, all of that. So tell me about, your time with the state squad and how you're going to look back on it.
Okay. So the summer squad, we where did we go? Down in Busselton?
Yeah, Busso.
Busso. Yeah, and that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. That little camp was really good, and obviously there was lots of training before that and stuff and after that, but the camp was pretty full on. Hey, we went along the beach. What
was it? An amazing race.
We did like an amazing race. Yeah,
I got stung on the foot first K by B. Yeah, so I had to do another 10 Ks.
What, running?
No, it was like walking and running.
Yeah, it was both. Like you had to get there as like get Wait, where did we start? We started off the jetty.
Yeah.
had
We
to go
swam
all
to
the way.
shore, and then we had to go all the way back to the campsite. It was pretty far. How far was it? Like,
I think it was 11.
yeah, 11 k's.
Wait, so
Pretty
did
far.
you have like little tasks you had to do? between
Yeah,
then?
yeah,
Oh,
we
what'd
had
you
to
have
do games as well.
There was a jet ski one.
Oh, that would've
You had to
been
hold on. It's
Um,
like the biscuit. You like on a biscuit?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just said
Yeah,
hold on
yeah.
to a
They just
biscuit.
picked some random guy. Oh, I actually know that he went to Scotch.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just saw him there on the beach and said, "Can you give us a challenge?"
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the I can't remember the other ones. I remember you had to dig for, I reckon, 50 cent
Oh.
coin or something.
No, footy.
Yeah,
It
footy.
was a footy, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last one was blindfolds, and I had to admit,
Yeah.
I could see a little bit. So
You had to balance something on you, like, yeah.
Did they set up like? Because how many blokes were there? They were like say 15 or 20.
yeah, 20.
Yeah.
So yeah, did they set up like 20 of each of these?
No,
things?
you're in groups of 5
Yeah,
or
you're
4.
in
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's
Yeah.
massive groups.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy then.
Nah, it wasn't that.
Who won?
I don't know.
Oh, no,
It wasn't
I came
us. We came
second, yeah.
last.
I came second.
Oh, okay.
My legs were nearly falling up. You can imagine my little legs.
Remember the, the
Crap.
GWS, one of the GWS recruiters, he was pretty, not the tannest bloke.
Yeah.
I don't reckon he wore sun cream the whole camp. He
Oh,
was
yeah,
an
I
actual
remember.
beat
Wait, so there were
beat-
recruiters
Yeah.
like
yeah,
at the camp.
because we had to do what was it, speed,
Speed
dating?
dating,
Yeah,
yeah.
speed dating.
So yeah, I know Jared Roughhead was down there. I was
yeah,
like,
he was.
He's everywhere.
walked in there down.
I swear, every time I go to a game, I've seen him like in Victoria at several games. I've seen him like when I was at Optus, he was right behind me. He just
He's
ends
just
up everywhere.
Yeah, no, you know.
Yeah, have you guys spoken to him?
Yeah,
down there.
down there.
I was just like in awe. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting
Yeah.
to walk in the room with Saints and just be like, oh, it's Jared Roughhead.
I'm like that whenever I like sit down at a game. He's like 3 rows behind me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in the same block as Jared Rufford here.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Uh,
and then the state throughout the year, yeah. So what did you want to say? Sorry, Sally.
Oh, I guess just how you got to look back on it.
Yeah, no, it was first game. I would take that back definitely. It wasn't my best game. Didn't get much of it at all,
I think a few people are agreeing with you on
yeah,
that one.
the team didn't play too well, so that didn't really help. But yeah, we got absolutely pumped. But the games after that, thought I went all right. Okay, yeah. The second game, I kind of eased into it a little bit. Like second half, kind of got a bit better, and then the last two, I think, were pretty good.
Yeah, Coen.
Yeah, I think my first game was probably the best one. So I was expecting, to play pretty well, all champs. And then the Vic Country game, like, I was around it a lot, but I didn't really get many touches. So it was like a weird game to play because you think you play well, but then you look at your stats and it's just like,
Yeah.
you haven't gone that well. And then the last game, that was just terrible. Like, I reckon I touched
I didn't
it.
see any of that last game, but
No.
I don't reckon anyone had a good time.
No, I think Dan was the only one who performed. Oh, and Colin Sanchez.
Yeah, really well.
Must be nice. You'd feel good if you were those two coming
Yeah.
off big losing side. Any danger boys? And that step up, like how big was it? Because a lot of boys, like we say there, Coen, Dan, they almost seem to like get better at state champs. And some players do say they get better because there's better players around them. Did you find that you felt like a better player there? And did the competition feel, how much tougher did the competition feel?
Yeah, no, definitely felt like a better player, I guess, because, obviously there's a lot more better players around you. Like, there's all the boys are picked for a reason. They're the best in the state, and, like, you get the ball fed to you a bit more, I'd say, and, it's just a lot easier. But definitely the comp's a lot harder. Like, the state was really hard. Like, a lot of fast ball movement, and, it's going to be another step up, the AFL.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I reckon I was about the same, but obviously there's better players, so I kind of was just in the middle ground. And I guess rucking was, pretty hard because some of those kids are like 206 and
Oh, yeah, there were some big boys.
I'm only, 200 just.
Yeah.
So, that was definitely, a shock, but I also had that experience last year, I guess, a bit, because I had to ruck against Max Noble, and he's massive, so... Yeah, it was kind of expected, but still very hard.
I was talking to Mitch about this the other day. Do you prefer rucking against like big, tall, brutish rucks or like the smaller ones that are going to have you like chasing tail all day?
I reckon the big, Brutus rucks, I reckon. Because I don't know, I think that's where I found most of my touches was around the ground, so... yeah, you'd always get touches around the ground on them. So
Yeah. Now, toughest player you played against throughout the champs, who was, you know, the big one that was tough for you to come up against individually?
I think it's Lockie Smith.
Oh, yeah, big boy.
I could not move him. Like,
Yeah.
I don't reckon I've ever been
Built like a brick shit
manhandled
house.
like that.
Yeah.
The first one stoppage, we were doing that, and he just went like bang. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. And even after the game, people were like, who's the 40-year-old playing? And we were like,
Yeah.
yeah, he was just solid. Like,
He, like, yeah, close up, I did a video with him, and I was like, yeah, when I actually got close up to him, I was like, yeah, this bloke's definitely 30. Like, let's get his birth certificate out here. Drews, who's the toughest for you?
Mine was probably the first game. I don't know his name. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all.
yeah. He's number 2. I remember that. He's probably about my height, and yeah, he's just
At the Allies?
yeah, and he just kept running non-stop. And
Was it the tanned fella? It wasn't Jake Rogers?
No,
have a buzz cut or short hair.
short hair. I don't know his name.
Jay.
Yeah, but he's good. Like, he'll probably get drafted. Like, yeah, but anyway, he just kept running and yeah, non-stop, and obviously like they were that good, so he like was able to run on instead of like staying back to defend, and I wasn't really ready for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to like a defender staying on me, and yeah, he just kept running off, and it was pretty hard to play on.
Yeah, and the most impressive player from WA, who was someone, maybe not like the best, but someone that really impressed you with just how good they were. Maybe you thought they were a bit underrated, or you didn't think they'd be as good as they were.
Oh, sorry. I think I remember his name. I think it's Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas.
I think it is. Or that's his last name.
Harvey Thomas?
Harvey Thomas.
There we go.
Got it.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah.
He's going to GWS, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good
Alright.
footballer.
Yeah. Beauty. Yeah, sorry.
Found it.
Yeah, player from WA that really impressed you.
I reckon Clay. Like, I know he's one of the best, but like his work rate and just how he attacked the ball was just like unmatched. I reckon throughout the champs, he would just throw himself in there. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. So yeah, I reckon him.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely Dan.
Yeah.
Curtin. He's massive, hey? Like, he's like 196, 95 kilos.
197, mate. You've taken a centimetre off him.
Sorry.
Bit of respect.
Sorry about that. 95 kilos, something like that. And yeah, he just dominates, hey? He's a smooth mover, a bit like Bontempelli or someone like that. Like, he's big and it can also run pretty hard. And yeah, he's just good to watch.
He's not at all the bloke you expect him to be. Like, when you come into the year and you see like the bloke who's like one of the best from WA, private school kid, like big fella, like looks really just like classy as a bloke. He's just the goofiest.
Yeah, he's goofy, yeah.
He's so strange. I love him so much.
There was a few Scotch kids that used to call him caveman. And he used to lose his shit every time.
One of the Tassie boys, after the combine, because I was like, when we left the testing, I was like walking out, and I just happened to be like I was walking home, and those boys were walking towards their bus, and I was talking towards one of the Tassie boys, and he's like, "What's Dan Curtin like?" And I was like, "Oh, I love DC. He's like great, one of the nicest blokes ever." He's like, "He's a bit weird, don't you think?" It's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, we were just walking through the testing, and then I saw him just like cover his eyes and see how far he could walk while covering his eyes."
Yeah, he does do weird things.
It cracked me up when I heard that. This bloke,
I'll do anything for him, though. He's a great
yeah.
guy.
Oh no, I'd run through a brick wall for him.
Yeah.
I'm a brickie, so that's dangerous. There's a lot of brick walls for me to run through. Now, there's one person here, and I think when I ask the question, it's going to become apparent who is the most common answer. But who would you least want to room with? From the state champs. I won't say who, but someone here is the most common answer.
You.
It's me.
That's embarrassing.
Why? No, I think it's because I got ADHD and I'm
you've just picked Colton. You and Colton are 1 and 2.
Did Riley say me?
I haven't had Riley. Yeah, I'm having him on tomorrow. Why did you and Riley room
No,
together?
he'll say me.
Okay.
Yeah. Twice we roomed together.
It was a good fun?
Yeah, no, he hated it. No, he liked it, but he hated it at the same time.
Yeah, who would you two least want to room with?
I reckon Clay.
Yeah.
He just seems
Well,
so
because he's just going to be
groggy.
taking shirtless selfies the whole time.
And like, oh yeah, probably that. I'll just sit there jealous. So.
I don't know. Riley Hudden.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because he's just so annoying.
Yeah, totally agree with you.
He sleeps with ear like plugs in. I'm like,
apparently Rui's pretty bad. Apparently he snores heaps. Dan was losing. He was just like, oh, fucking Rui, always snoring.
Come back to that. Coen Sanchez.
Why?
When was this? Was this in Melbourne? Oh, when was it in Melbourne or Adelaide? Oh,
Which day?
I think it was one of the two. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, we were in the hotel. I think this was the first time. The first time it was in Melbourne, wasn't it? It was in Adelaide.
I don't know.
You played the Allies in Adelaide.
Yeah, I think it might have been Adelaide.
And then you were in Perth, and then Melbourne.
Yeah, it was Adelaide. Yeah, so we went to bed. All was well, like it was chill. And then bloody woke up the next morning. Everyone's like out on the bus, like 10 missed phone calls. Oh shit, we just get up. We have to race down on the bus and we have to leave straight away. Missed out on breakfast, missed out on everything. He reckons his alarm was still set to Perth time. I'm like, mate, I could have set my alarm. And
he did tell me that.
I trusted him. Yeah. And then bang, he just screwed me over.
Yeah.
Screwed both of us over.
That is so... How do you set your alarm still to Perth time?
Yeah,
your phone immediately changes over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's so gay.
But no, lucky the coaches just had a laugh.
Yeah, very lucky. How does it make you feel to know that you're the one people would at least want a room with?
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Just embrace it. Nah. Yeah. Come room with me. I'm actually a good guy.
I'll stay overnight Northern just to test the theory.
Town.
Yeah, I would if I could, man. I would if I could. I'm just so flat out. Coming into the year with the Demons, everyone always says, like, you know, oh yeah, we can, you know, we've got a great squad, we can win the flag this year, this and that. But off the back of two just shocking seasons from Perth, you know, that you boys would have been within the system around the Colts, and many shocking seasons of the Colts before that. Did you actually expect these sort of levels of results from the boys?
Well, I guess, I kind of thought we could, because I know the 5 or 6 games I played, or when all the PSA boys were back, we'd beat. I think we only lost one game, and that was against Subi, and they were top side. So, definitely thought, and there was a bit of talk, I don't know, just the Claremont boys at the start of the year, just saying who's going to be better and whatever. So I guess I think some of them thought that too. So it was, definitely belief.
Yeah, Driz, yourself?
Yeah, well, I think from pre-season it just showed like the work we were putting in. I was like, yeah, this squad's like, it's going to be good. Like, we're going to have a good side. Like, all the boys rocked up. That was a huge squad. Obviously they had to get cut down, but even the ones that got cut down, they were good players. But yeah, like he said, after the PSA was finished, like we looked on point. Hey, like we weren't losing, and obviously. Yeah, what he said, Subi, and then Claremont topped us over in the grand final, which is unfortunate, but we still tried our best. We nearly had him in the 4th, kicked 1 goal 5. I mean, if we had a kick straight, we would have had him.
I will sort of, like, obviously you don't want to harp on about it too much, but I think it would be nice to get both of your insights from both your very different perspectives of, you know, those final 2 weeks in the grand final. Drisco, I'll start with you, the grand final. Obviously, you got off to a pretty handy start, kicked the opening 2 goals of the game. You're thinking, thanks for coming, boys. I'm on for 10, best on ground medal, premiership medal. They're going to put a plaque in my name. How are you feeling, like, in that first 2 minutes, and then I guess after that, as the grand final went on, how did you find the experience?
Yeah, well, sometimes I lack a bit of confidence, like, going into the game. I get, like, really nervous pre-games, especially, like, a big game like that, grand final Optus. But I kind of just back myself in. The South Australia game a few weeks earlier was probably my best game of the year. So I basically gained confidence from that, and I knew, like, it was a big ground, big deck, lots of room to move, and yeah, so I basically embraced that. I kicked the first goal, and that just got my confidence levels up. The nerves went away, and then kind of kicked the second one. And, yeah, just went from there. Kind of dropped off the game in the second half. I want to take that back a little bit. But, first half was pretty good. I was pretty on point on the wing. And then I kind of went off the wing to more of like a forward role. But, yeah, I tried my best, but didn't have the best second half.
Yeah, and Coen, you were just unbelievably stiff with your end of the season. I think you missed the prelim, and you'd know better than me, but from the outside it sort of just seemed like you were getting rested in hopes, or not rested, but there was those hopes that you'd be able to come back for the granny, and then just narrowly missed out. Yeah, tell me about, you know, watching those 2 games from the sidelines, being such an integral part of that team.
Yeah, well, I think I kind of knew, like, I wasn't going to play any of the finals. So after that point, it was just more of a mind game with the other teams. Like even in the grand final, I started warming up and whatever. I remember I went out.
You listed in the side? Yeah, that's right. I remember you getting listed in the side.
They were getting scared, I think.
Yeah, so it was a weird one. Like, it shows how like strong your mentality has to be going into a game, because I went out there to warm up and I had a set shot.
Yeah.
And I reckon I kicked it 20 metres that way into the crowd.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no, thank God I'm not playing. But, yeah, it was pretty tough. But, I just stayed around the boys. I was at all of the trainings, so just supporting, helping where I could. So, obviously they played their heart out, so couldn't ask for a better game, really.
Yeah, that final quarter was wild, and watching that was
Very
just
intense.
Very intense. I don't play favourites, but I'm a Claremont fan. But I would have been happy either way.
It was back and forth though. It kept going.
It was. Honestly, if like Perth, because I was in Perth's catchment zone, if they had have like picked me up, I probably would have been a big D's fan. But I guess it's a resentment.
Did Claremont pick you up?
Well, I wasn't in their catchment zone, so they didn't have the opportunity. I gave up footy once Perth didn't take me. That's neither here nor there. I shouldn't hold that against you boys. Both of your perspectives on that final quarter from both you obviously on the field dominating. The team was dominating that quarter, but just couldn't quite get it done. And Coen, for you watching, I assume with all the other Perth boys, where you're just on the edge of your seat the whole time. Tell me about both of your perspectives of that final quarter.
I'll go first. It was definitely tough sitting there, because obviously can't do anything. All you can do is yell and hope. But, I kind of wish I was out there, because obviously they needed some goals. I'm not saying I kick goals, but
this guy kicks goals.
It would have been handy to have a tall forward, because I think they chucked Cameron Hall down there, which is our full back. So obviously we were struggling for height, but it was very tough, especially on myself, because I don't know, after the game I was pretty devo. I reckon I probably cried the most, even though I wasn't playing. So I definitely, I guess I kind of put that loss on me, which was pretty tough.
For getting injured.
Yeah.
Can't help getting injured.
No, you shouldn't have got injured. It was really selfish of you, really.
But it was obviously tough, but not much you can
do. Did Drizzy console you?
I didn't see him. I reckon he's hiding,
Yeah.
I reckon he's hiding.
He was still so happy with his first.
I don't show emotions too often, so I was crying on the inside. I definitely felt it hit hard, but it looked worse when Coleman was bowling his eyes out. It felt so bad, so I just had to leave the room and go keep positive and I guess stay as happy as I could, because we did have a good season after all. But
it's just that first hour where you're everyone's still a bit too cut. That's why it's almost better to get flogged in a grand final, because if you know you're out of it at half time, you've got the next 2 quarters to sort of accept that and then be happy afterwards. But from your position of that final quarter,
so we had did they kick the first goal of the fourth?
I reckon we did.
I think we kicked the first goal and then
2.
They kicked a couple, and then we had the flow of it from there, probably the last 15-10 minutes. We were on, I thought we had them, hey.
It barely left, it barely got to their half of the ground at all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then, we kept getting it forward. I had one spot when I got it on the boundary and I kicked it straight out of bounds. That was shocking. I wasn't happy with that. But, we were playing really well and we just couldn't execute, unfortunately. Obviously, Michael Holler, full forward, hurt his ankle and his brother had to step in from the full back. So he hasn't really kicked many set shots throughout the year. So it's pretty rusty, but that's what happens when you get a full back playing forward. It's expected. But I think if we definitely had a bit more tall timber like this bloke here, I think we would have definitely had him. Yeah.
It would have been 5 flags in 5 years for teams that Coen's been a part of. Now, Coen, it was obviously a tough end to the season with injury, but got to feel pretty good. Jack Clark medalist over here. This guy, best and fairest in the league. You don't say that often from a big man. Did you have any idea that you'd be coming away with that shared W, but W nonetheless?
No, I had no clue. I honestly thought Caleb would be Dempsey Park. He was going to win it or, tie it with Willsey. But, it was kind of a shock because I was in hospital at the time when I guess the talent manager came in and told me, and I was just like, really?
I was a bit, no offense, but I was just like,
I think most people were like that.
What's a big man winning this?
I think a lot
really
of people
happens.
like that. Even some of my close mates are like, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
But I'll take it, honestly. worked hard.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah,
consistent.
you earned it. You definitely earned it. It's not saying you didn't earn it. You're a terrific player, but it's just very rare to see a big man win it. And I guess, that's probably one up for all the big men there. Do you think you would have been, able to dish up a speech had the time come?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean?
Well, we'll role play here, are you ready? So you're sitting by your seat. Jeez, you can pretend to pass him the medal, and then you've got to give us a 20-second speech. Well, I haven't said.
Oh, sorry. Go. Sorry.
I'm getting nervous.
And the winner of the 2023 Jack Clark medal from the Perth Demons, Coen Livingstone. Coen.
Congratulations.
Cheers, mate. Cheers. Firstly, I want to say thanks to my flog of a roommate. Nah, I don't know. I don't know how I would start it, to be honest. I'd definitely thank the coaches. I wouldn't have won it, to be honest, especially my parents. The amount of commitment they've done, even, I guess, paying my rent, some of my rent down in Perth. But, yeah, it was amazing year. I probably, couldn't ask for a better teammates. So
if you had to thank, because obviously goal kicking came down to a lot of it, if you had to thank one player individually from Perth, who are you thanking? Who's put it on the tits for you the most?
Oscar Humbassen.
Nah, Caleb, definitely.
Yeah.
He looked for me every time. The big kid wide open, he'd kick it to a 2-on-1 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's Scotch teammates for you.
Yeah.
Typical.
Yeah, arrogant Scotch boys. They look between themselves. You kicked some crazy goals this year as well.
That dribble kick from the boundary.
Yeah, which is your favourite goal that you've kicked this year?
Either the dribble kick or the one out of the ruck against Claremont. That was... it was on the boundary
and
facing
you,
this way.
You picked it out of the ruck and then...
Yeah, and then
snapped?
it was like a torp. It was a torp, but I was facing...
How far out were you?
10. I was just outside the goal square.
Towards the end of the season, yeah?
Yeah, I was the boundary was here, the goals were there. It was here. Pushed, and then I just whacked it on.
I remember. I think I was doing a write-up and I said, you were very Tom Hawkins-like. Because you just kicked the goal out of the ruck. I was like, Tom Hawkins-like. Easy, that one.
No, but to Caleb, he missed the first 6 games, didn't he? He didn't get a game, did he?
No.
First 6 games, he did not get a game.
He probably would have been in the state squad as well.
Yeah. That's what I reckon. He's a very good footballer.
Terrific player.
Yeah.
Hell of an athlete too. I remember he went down south for maybe a month. And he was just on the farm, and then he came back and ran like a 6:03.
It's not bad.
I don't know how he can run so quick.
I think his quickest is 5:40 something.
Oh my god!
So he's a freak.
Yeah.
His dad was really good for Wesley. I think he was leading. He held the record for most goals in a season.
Yeah.
PSA. So.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get drafted, but he'd be a real smoky. But God, he's a Perth had a couple players like that.
Yeah, Noah Catchard,
Yeah.
Mitch Keane, players like that. Oh, good players.
The one who surprised me was Brodie McLean. Not being mean to him, but you'd see his haircut and he's he's tingy and got long hair. Wearing skins in pre-season. I was
whenever I see someone in skins, it's a bit like, what's going on here?
And then the first couple of games, I was like, geez, this kid's a gun.
He was a very good footy.
Unreal midfielder.
Yeah. Now, Driz, you had a couple injury niggles. Maybe just the one. Stressy's in the back ahead of the combine.
Yep.
Soldiered on.
Yep.
So good on you.
Yeah.
You're an absolute trooper.
Thank you.
Because no one else did whenever they got a little niggle. Did the thought ever cross your mind to pull out of the testing?
I kind of told them. I told Nick Caputi, state physio, basically a couple of days before we left, and I was just like, my back's been a little bit sore. Throughout the year, I haven't really said anything. I just thought it was general game soreness, and I was just like, it's just been sore every now and then, And then he just said, do you want to get it checked up? And I was like, but I really want to do the testing. I really want to prove myself, what my athletic ability is, because and then I went there and did the testing and felt pretty good. Didn't feel sore at all. And then got the scan back the day we got back. Yeah, went and got the scan back the next week, and then bang, had a little minor stressy. But it was nothing major, and it was just there basically the whole year. Yeah, just played with it.
Yeah, and you clocked the dub in the 20-metre sprint. Got to feel good. How did that feel? Because when you're at the national combine, you do the test, obviously you know this, but for anyone watching that doesn't, the 20-meter sprint times are all up on like the screen, so no one cares about like the vertical jump or the agility or anything like that. Everyone's watching the 20-meter sprint. Literally. They do it and then they look up like this to see the test, and then you'll either hear and like a good or like a like how did it feel when you got the good one?
Yeah, well, there's a bit of pressure. Like I saw like most boys go before me. Like there was I was probably like the second last, I think, third last, and I was like, oh my god, what do I expect here? Like, and then I just backed myself in, I guess. And first one, I knew I could go a bit faster. I think I got like 1.9 something in my first one.
1.9.
Or is it? I'm sorry, 2.9.
Go on, dude.
No, I'm not Usain Bolt. 2.9, and then I was like, oh, I can get that down a little bit. And then second, third one got a bit better and won the 20.
Yeah, and is it a $200 Puma voucher you get with that?
I think it's 500. Yeah, I think it's 500 plus free boots and free sneakers. So
Jesus, that's $1,000 at that point.
Yeah, no,
God, someone should have told me. I would have put some effort in. Yeah, well, I was going to ask you.
Kenwick?
Yeah.
Kenwick Footy Club.
Yeah, I need some new boots. My Asics have been falling apart for 20 years, I think. They're older than me, those things.
No, they're looking good.
They are. They're probably could have kicked more goals, but it's whatever. Neither here nor there again. Anyway, what'd you spend the 500 on?
Oh, I haven't got it yet.
Yeah, they take a while.
Well, it's online now, so I can do like the online stuff, but I just can't be bothered, to be honest. I'll like do it when I'm ready, but
just don't need anything. You got new boots and new
I haven't got the boots.
He's waiting for night.
I haven't got the boots or the sneakers yet, so I'm still waiting. But I'll order the stuff online soon. I got new boots. Christmas is coming up. Just sow the seeds, if you want to be generous. Either of you had playing A grade next year?
So have either of you had any? Have either of you had any like sponsorship related conversations? Because obviously there's Roo, I know, is sponsored by Puma. DC's sponsored by Puma. Someone else is sponsored. I can't remember who.
Yep.
Have you guys had any sponsorship conversations, or do your managers need to up their game?
Well, I got free boots the other day at Adidas, a pair of Adidas. So
conflict of interest. Free Pumas, free Adidas.
Yeah, so I don't know. That might mean something, but I don't think it does. I think he's just giving me free boots because he gets sponsors or something. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
And he just gave them to me, but no, I haven't had any talks, to be honest.
Which boots would you wear next?
I'll probably go Asics because they're best for my feet.
Career savers.
Yeah.
Coen, any conversations?
No, not even New York IGA. So. Nah, nothing. Obviously get discounts through managers and whatever. But yeah.
Do you, like both of you, because small country town, but not that small, I guess, do either of you get like recognised out and about, within your town? I think everyone sort of knows each other, but do people ever, like just come up to you and ask you how your footy's going and you don't really know who they are?
Yeah, well, especially in the IGA, because my pops...
This IGA keeps coming up. No. Is there anywhere else in yours?
No.
It's IGA and Ewan's Bakery.
Well, just like my pop's a bit of a... Yeah, he talks about me heaps, but he's pretty proud. So, I guess all of his mates and, like heaps of the oldies come up to you and just ask. Like, I don't even like really know who they are. Like, you know of them, but, there's always someone asking how it's going. Do you get discounts at anywhere? Not even Ewan's? That's what I'd work towards. Yeah. Good joint that. Tris, you ever get that? I've had it when I go down to Northern Basketball. So there's a few people there. So some people come up to me, but not too many. There's some people I know and some people like my mum and dad know and I've never met them before. But it's pretty annoying, to be honest, because like they. No, it is because I hate it when all my fans. Because you could be like getting drafted. They know that and they come up to you then, and they don't come up to you before that and say how you going and stuff, and they just want to know you. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that's sort of what I did as well. Nah, it's just annoying because like I get what you mean. It just feels like they're sort of hopping on a bit. Exactly. I don't know. You can look at it from both ways, but I think you definitely got a real. I mean, you're the one in the position here. Like you've got the case to say it. But there's definitely a few kids that come up to me and stuff that I used to go to school with.
were like the same school, but they were obviously primary school kids. And then, yeah, they just come up to me and say, yeah, I heard you getting drafted soon or something. And then they're just really cute. And I just say, yeah, I got to just see what happens in the next week or so. But nothing's like...
Yeah.
Nothing set in stone. Yeah, not yet. But yeah.
So I'll take, I guess, from both of you here, because, you know, both could be getting drafted. I guess people are coming out of the woodworks. I want to take your advice on how I should approach this. Someone I went to primary school with is now in the All Blacks, the rugby setup, like playing for the All Blacks. Yeah, I just see it on his Facebook because we're friends on Facebook. So I see him just posting his All Black stuff. At what stage and how should I message him to be like, oh, Tomighty, what's going on? Remember those primary school days? How do I approach this, boys?
Once you make the waffle.
Yeah. Coen, do you have any more realistic?
No, I could. Fun fact, I could actually play for the All Blacks if I took that. Like, because my family's from New Zealand, so
Okay.
So you Kiwi?
yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a bit of me.
Yeah, right.
So, and you're a really good rugby player.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, I could play for the All Blacks.
Well,
I could play for the All
the
Blacks.
option's there.
Yeah, my mum was born in New Zealand,
Yeah.
so I could play for the All Blacks.
Yeah.
The option's there for me. Maybe that's how I approach
Imagine
it.
him.
Yeah, maybe I'll play. If I play for the All Blacks, he can't ignore me then.
I reckon just go to New Zealand, where he's at, wherever he's at, and just chase him around.
Just like check the fixed strings and all
yeah.
that. I
Just
reckon I'll
have a gaze
approach
where he
this
is.
like I approach all women and not reach out to him at all and just say nothing whatsoever.
You got to shoot your shot.
Yeah,
You just
yeah,
got to go. Yeah.
No, you can never be upset if you don't shoot any shots, mate.
Exactly. Nah, you wait for the women to come to you.
Yeah, exactly. Boy, are we waiting. Now, Triz, I've been told...
10 years.
I've been told you've got a little special talent.
No, I don't do it.
No, I don't.
You do?
I don't.
Okay, well, I've been told that you went on to what Coen's calling Sen and show them a little special talent. Do you want to tell us what it is? Sounds a bit like that from what I gather. Do you want to tell us what this special talent is?
I don't have a hidden talent.
Oh, well, it's not hidden anymore.
Hidden talent, keep it hidden.
Yeah, no one looks at it. It's hard.
All right.
Nah.
Second question, can you beatbox?
No. So I said I have a hidden talent. I said it.
You said...
I said I can beatbox because I didn't want to be boring. They were like, do you have a hidden talent? I was like, no. And then they were like, oh, come on, give us something. And I was like, oh, yeah, I beatbox every now and then. and then this is like just at home by myself. Like, as you like sing in the shower or something or do something by yourself. And then they made me beatbox and it's on the flipping radio.
See, most people there are just saying, no, I'm not going to do it.
I didn't want to be boring though.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard him.
All right, well, don't be boring, mate. This podcast needs numbers.
I'm not doing it now.
What? You do it for SEM, but you won't do it for me.
I retired. He's got to give me something.
Yeah, well, that's my next question. Colin, do you have any hidden talents to rival beatboxing?
I guess I did this on SEN.
Yeah.
And then
Send.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Or you can do the click thing.
Yeah, with my tongue.
Show me.
It's so loud. Put it in the bin.
Go real close to the mic for this as well. That's impressive. Yeah, all right. Well, got to start beatboxing.
No,
now.
I can't beatbox.
Just try. Come
Yeah,
on.
you start beatboxing and I'll
I'll do a
freestyle
little
over
bit.
it.
No, I'm not doing it.
He said he'll do a bit.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, if you beatbox, we'll both freestyle over it. How about that?
What do you want?
I just beatbox,
I
man.
used to be able to do that.
I can't
What's that one dance? It's like tidy on Fortnite. You know that one where it's that's going to
This guy in his
If he does
Fortnite.
that, I'll beatbox.
All right, hit it. Up and hit it.
What?
Stand up and hit the dance move.
Not to do the dance.
Yeah. Oh, to make sure you view the camera here.
I forgot how to do it. How is it?
I don't know. You're the one telling the story. Ooh.
The girls are gonna love this.
Why are you saying that it's off Fortnite? Isn't that one Snoop Dogg song?
Yeah.
And the pimp's in the crib, drum it like it's hot. Isn't that what that is?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the Fortnite dance. All right, well, beatboxing.
Oh my god.
Do you want us to look away with that?
I'll look
Would it help if we look away?
Oh no, I'll
I'm just staring at the orange tree.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. That's actually good. I mean, it's not terrible. It's good.
Can you do the Snoop Dogg one?
What's his one?
The song. I don't know.
Where you just
How do you go?
What? That was good.
I don't care about your beatbox.
Wait, can you get rid of mine?
That actually sounded like
That was
it.
good.
I used to do it a little bit, but like I never thought it actually sounded like it.
How did you do it so
Exactly
good?
like it.
I need to warm up.
Yeah, can you hit that
go
one
on,
more
do it
time?
again.
That's really impressive. And he hits the movement as well. Can you do them at the same time?
I'll try to do the whole bit. Like I forgot how it goes.
I think that was like just off enough that I won't get copyrighted, but it was damn close. And honestly, if this video gets copyrighted, I won't even be mad. It'll be entirely worth it. Yeah, wow. Lift your game, Aiden.
Come on. I'm from Northern. What do you expect? Come on.
Yeah, actually, I went to the weirdest place ever when I was in Melbourne. There was this guy who was over from Malaysia that I was working with, and he likes to rap, and he was at this open mic event. He's like, come through. I was like, fuck yeah. This is my boy. I love him. His name's Jensen. He's my fucking dog. And
Yeah.
my God, open mic night in St Kilda, weirdest place I've ever been
Really?
to. Yeah, it was strange. I felt so uncomfortable. And some guy...
Why? Why was it weird?
The caliber of people that are going up to an open mic rap night,
Yeah.
like hip hop event, is a bit. Jensen was good. Jensen has his own music. Jensen's he's my dog. But some of the people up there, one guy just went for an hour and it was horrible, all of it. And but there was this one guy, two guys went up. And I was grabbing a drink and I thought this was just the beat. And this guy it was this guy beatboxing. And it sounded like an actual entire beat to his song. Like he had like 4 or 5 like different sort of melodies.
Some people
How's that
it's
possible?
Yeah.
Oh, I watched it a little bit.
You were doing 2 at one there. Like, that was pretty
Yeah, that's
impressive.
No, but I reckon some of them are freaks how they can do like the bass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how they make it
Different
so
noises.
deep.
Is that the same? I don't know if either of you have ever tried blowing into like a didgeridoo, but is that like the same sort
I can
of
play one.
like thing? Wait, did you say you can? Or you
Yeah,
can't?
I've got one.
You can play it?
Yeah.
Is that the same sort of thing like where you gotta like, because they say you gotta like be able to breathe in but also like vibrate it or something? Like,
Yeah, it's mainly like in the throat, like right here.
yeah.
Like to do the kookaburra, you just go like, I don't even know how to do it with not blowing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's easy when you kind of learn it. But
Yeah, do you reckon it's the same sort of practice as like as beatboxing, where it's like you get the 2 different sort of elements and like you gotta be able to, yeah. Anyway, that's what I wanted to get at with that. Now, yeah, really great sidetracking there. I love that.
Nah, I'm mature.
Now, for both of you, at what stage was it that you began to garner some real attention from clubs over the course of your career? Probably this year, but when was it that you felt that attention from clubs this year?
I was at the sort of, I don't know, maybe like halfway through the year. Yeah. No, I didn't really get any last year, but I don't know, I had a bit better players around me last year, and I felt like I didn't play better, but I had a bit more of the ball last year. Because,
Yeah, you had better numbers last year. But
it was odd because, I played middle.
Yeah.
But then for Wesley, I had like 2-3 more touches this year. So
Yeah.
it was different. I thought I played a bit better last year because of like the people around me, and obviously
Yeah.
the team this year wasn't too good. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think for me, I haven't had that much, but I reckon start of years when, I don't know, I was playing pretty good footy. I think I was averaging like 20 touches and a fair amount of hit outs. And I think, I don't know, I guess after the East Freo game where I kicked 2 of those fluky goals.
No, they weren't fluky at all.
Well, one
mate.
of them was. I don't know
That
how
was
that
pure
went.
he does them in his sleep.
Yeah.
But, yeah, obviously not much, but I think that's when I kind of had the belief, like, obviously there was some chat, but, yeah, nothing too much.
Have either of you had like any weird chats with clubs or anything that just sort of stands out of your time talking with clubs?
Not really so much weird, but the Sydney interview over at over at the draft combine.
Yeah.
It was it wasn't weird, but you walk in and you see 4 people on one side, 4 people on the other, then like 4 people stand up, 2 on that side, 2 on that side.
Yeah.
And there's literally like 12 people in the room, and you have to continuously shake hands and like say, yeah, how you going and shit. And like,
you've only got like 10 minutes with them, don't you? So you've been spending 5
you
minutes
got to
shaking
perform.
hands.
You got to be ready. Like,
Yeah.
it's really like, I don't know. It makes you shit scared basically when you walk in.
How'd you feel about your handshakes?
Oh, I thought they were pretty good.
Do you guys like when you're shaking, so, like especially like a coach's hand? Do you
Mm-hmm.
make sure you're a bit firmer?
I've been like told off by like doing them too firm.
Yeah.
There's one because you're used to country people like those farmers.
No,
try to
Oh
put their hand
yeah,
on
they break it for
They
you.
do the old like
Yeah, they get that
a
one
wiggle
joint
going.
that really like
Yeah.
puts your finger out of place.
But yeah, I don't know. Me and Dad have been laughing and like you can tell if they're a shit bloke if they have a shit handshake.
Yeah.
Like if you meet someone and they go like, "Hey, nice to meet you," and they give the old like
Yeah,
that,
like
like a real
that.
floppy
you've
shit.
got there's some serious questions about it then.
Yeah, but yeah, I reckon it was a firm one to Jonesy,
Yeah.
and like I didn't think it was firm, and then he was like, "Oh, that was a firm handshake." I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, is that like a good thing or a bad thing? And that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was a bit shocked.
I think, a little bit of both. Not like obviously
You don't want to
squeeze
make it
their,
obvious.
not break their hand.
Yeah, you don't want to make it obvious you're putting more pressure on.
Yeah.
But you want to put that. You want to like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a gauge like how much pressure can I put on before it's obvious.
Why don't you test it?
But no,
Like to see how you handshake people.
obviously
No,
this
just
guy
like-
is a bit bigger than me, so he's
Yeah.
going to be a bit stronger.
Well, if I shake both your hands now.
I'll just do it like
no,
normal.
I'll do my honest one. I'm not going to change
that
yeah.
either.
We'll just shake hands now. It's a good handshake.
One's like,
No, that was a firm handshake. That was a good handshake. I really got the grip. So it just took me by surprise. It was a very firm handshake.
I love this guy.
Do you reckon we'd have the worst handshake in the state squad?
some people that are just so like out of it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I hate the people like you're like with the coaches, and you don't know if they're gonna like dap you up
Yeah.
and handshake you. It was a bit like that with who was it? Oh, one of the coaches, and I was just like, you'd stuff it up. You'd go for a handshake, and then you'd go like, and then you'd switch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you ever done like these ones here? We like go like that, or like they do that to you, and then also I've had like these ones as well.
I literally have that every time with
It's so awkward.
my nono, granddad.
Yeah.
We have that like every single time. He just puts his hand up like this.
Yeah, yeah.
And just sort of hangs it out there. I'm like, do you want me to high five you? Or like, am I like dapping you up? Am I shaking? Like every single time I see him, I love him. And
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
every time I'm like, this is going to be a shock. And it's every time it is. I actually had that when I was at the combine, I had like real anxiety at the start because like obviously I was around a lot of the media guys where like everyone was shaking each other's hands.
Yeah.
But then I'd just get a bit carried away and like dap someone up. And
Yeah.
just be like, oh, do I look a bit?
Yeah. Nah, you gotta.
And then gotta like big up that I'm boys with these guys. But I had
I reckon a hug goes.
well, I do the dap and hug and you know bring it all. And it's weird with like a bloke like Coen because like I'm just sort of nuzzling his belly button at that
He's
stage.
from York. He's from York though.
Yeah, well, he's
RGA.
got all that IGA sludge on him. But I had one where I think DC was getting interviewed by like, I don't know, you guys probably would have both seen it, but the one at the combine, and they've probably done other ones where it's like there's like 10, 15 media people in this sort of semicircle, and then like the one person is getting interviewed there with like all the mics in front of them, and everyone's just sort of got their phone asking the questions. There was that, and we're in this really like sort of open room with a G, and I saw one of the like Geelong Falcons boys, and I dapped him up, and it was the cleanest dap you've ever heard in your life. Just echoed
When you
through
get it
the whole
clean,
room.
it's so good. Hey?
And
Best
it was too loud because everyone turned around and sort of like gave me the evil eyes.
Oh no!
And I had to like softly dap everyone up after that.
You can't help clean connection.
Oh man, I was getting them so clean at the combine. Greatest weekend of my life.
Yeah, I think we got a clean one.
Man, I was getting everyone.
Yeah.
It was unreal. Anyway, season's done and dusted. Really getting away from ourselves here, boys. How we both feeling to have wrapped up, in your under 18s year?
I don't know. I'm pretty happy with what I've done. Like,
Jack Clark medal.
that is, I don't know, pretty impressive, and I don't know, I guess I'm pretty proud of. But yeah, I've pretty much done all I can, I think. So it's all up in the air now.
well, state selection is probably my best achievement so far, and I was really confident after that. I guess obviously I had a bad start, like I said, but got used to it. Got a bit more of the bowl, and it gave me a bit more confidence, and I think I'm in a good step for the draft, but we'll just see what happens. Obviously, there's a fair chance I won't get picked up, but I'm still going to keep playing footy, waffle footy, and try to get drafted in the future if I don't this year.
Yeah, and I guess, with the draft now just 3 days away until round 1 starts, I think all three of us can confidently say we're not going in round 1. But, from there on...
You might be a smoky. I've seen that under 12 highlight.
Rock Rover?
I forgot to nominate.
Oh, no.
Oh,
what about that 60-year-old that nominated?
What?
Did you say
I
that?
didn't hear about
50-something-year-old that nominated. That's what you boys are missing out on a list for that. He's got experience, though. You got to think about that.
That's a big back blog.
Yeah.
You trying to say that fast?
No, that's right. That is hard.
Black
blog.
I haven't. Has anyone seen like the full list of it?
I've seen the waffle.
I haven't seen it.
I'd love to see it. I haven't seen it.
Can you see it?
The Herald Sun posts it, but they're dogs. They always hide it behind a paywall.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for you to do your job, mate.
Yeah, literally.
Ads do that for you. I'm not paying shit.
Well, they show the mid-season, don't they? I've seen the
so.
Mid-season.
Yeah, I swear there is somewhere you can see it for free. But I love going through them and just seeing like all the rant, like some 28-year-old from the waffle that like played one game when he was 20 and hasn't been on the list since then. It's like, I love that you averaged 14 disposals this year and you are still nominating, like just in case. I love seeing them. How are you both feeling? The draft just days away. So I was trying to get, but specifically, geared towards the draft, like nervous, excited, anxious. How are the emotions?
Oh, a bit of everything, to be honest. You just don't know. You just got to come in with, like, I guess, get the fam out and about. You got to hope you get picked up because you don't want to invite too many people over and then not get picked up. It would be kind of awkward.
That's my big fear.
Yeah.
Like, I've only invited 2 best mates and my girlfriend, so...
That's like half of York.
Yeah. I'm sure some of the oldies will be waiting outside.
Is this being held at our IGA?
Yeah. We got the big screen up.
So, you just got to hope for the best and, like you've tried your best the whole year.
Yeah, no, exactly. I guess just 2 club-related questions for you. Firstly, Driz, yes or no, are you going to the Dockers? Just need an answer, mate. It's just yes or no. There's no other words needed.
Maybe.
Wasn't any of the 2 options. Coen, I guess a bit more of a serious one for you. Has West Coast actually said, like, if it comes to pass that you'll go as Category B to the Eagles?
I think like they have the flexibility to do that now, but nothing's certain.
So they haven't told you yet, like whether or not they'll tell you. I thought they had to nominate, like, because I know with father-sons they have to like nominate national or rookie draft, and then it's like an automatic selection. I thought it was the same with the academy, like they nominate who they take.
I think they nominate NGAs.
Yeah,
but I don't really know. It's all up in the air.
No help to me. I guess
either Monday will know or not. Both of us.
Yeah.
Monday?
Yeah, Monday will be I think the big one.
I think, you kind of, the interviews you get, the clubs you get, those are the clubs interested. So it would be very surprising to go to a different club. Yeah. It would definitely be those clubs that are interested.
Yeah, you would have been there for Nathan's draft night. Like, was he constantly, like, the day of and, like, in the draft? Because he went... Oh, it was one big night that night. That was a terrible draft to watch.
Yeah, 27, I think.
Yeah,
which was like, still, it might have been round 1 still because of COVID.
Like several hours in.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it went for a long time.
But, like, was he getting calls throughout the draft, like, texts from his manager or anything like that, or was it just complete radio silence?
It was radio silence. Like,
that's
so scary. He just didn't have a clue. Like, he didn't know whatsoever. He actually thought he was going to go to, like, a Melbourne team. Yeah. Because of, like, the pick he was meant to be around. Yeah. And then pick 27, he got lucky and stayed in WA,
I mean, out of the first round, like every draft, like there's just no guarantees at all where you're going to end up.
You just don't have a clue.
Sometimes I've heard so many blokes say like the clubs that give them the absolute least ends up being the one that like will trade up to pick them.
Yeah, see, that's
Feel
so
like-
random. I find that like weird. Like, why would you do that if you don't show an interest?
I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah.
Your manager doesn't go blabbing because obviously your
Yeah.
manager just wants to get you to go as high as possible to confirm your selection.
Yeah.
And final one, Coen, a bit of a spooky one. This one, but it's a bit of a curse over the Jack Clark medal.
I know.
No one who wins it seems to get picked up. I feel
You're
like
kidding. I didn't know that.
I think the last one was Dean
5
Kent.
The last 5 years or whatever.
Oh.
It's been more than that. I reckon Dean Kent in 2012 was the last one, and I think it was
There you go.
2012.
Hopefully, since we draw it, it lifts the curse and we both
Yeah.
get picked up, which will be good.
Oh, wouldn't like hand in hand, sort of lifting the curse. All right.
Well, if he doesn't go, like if he goes after 40, he's getting picked up in next gen.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I thought. Like,
No,
you
I
know.
think personally he should get picked up in next gen.
I think it'd be silly if you're West Coast to at least like, even if they for some reason don't rate you as highly as other players. I think it'd be silly not to just go, well, I'm gonna give him a chance. So I've never understood about like some of the NGA players. Like, it's like this guy's there. Like, give him a year at the very least and see what happens. But you don't want to go as a category B because you deserve more money. So fingers crossed for national draft. Boys, thank you very much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Hayden.
Drizz.
Yeah, welcome to
Thanks for
Northern.
coming out.
Pleasure. Yeah. That's 2 out of 4 towns of the Avon Valley. 4 big towns.
Oh,
No, there's
2J. Got 2J.
There's 2, Jay.
Beverly.
Wouldn't bother.
Haven't.
Beverly.
I've been to
Beverly
Baker's
has
Hill.
that has nothing.
It's got the Baker's Hill
mate.
Pirates, so the
Yeah,
bakery.
true.
I don't know if this is true, but I heard a tornado went through there once in about
Where?
2000s. Baker's Hill.
Yeah, maybe.
For the size of Baker's Hill, it was probably just like a little willy and that tore through the town.
There was a big earthquake. The fault line was that on the way to Meckering. It's out that way. It's like 15 minutes.
I'm aware. I'm all over the Avon Valley, Morlock region.
Yeah, that's
This is my zone. Thank you, boys. It's been a pleasure.
Nah, cheers, Hayden. Appreciate it.